Hello and welcome back to Will Watches. This is Vinland Saga, Season 2, Episode 1. It's great to be back. I've really missed Vinland Saga, kind of the vibes and the atmosphere. Now, I know this is Mappa now, instead of I'm going to miss the little motorcycles at the start. And as I've said in previous reactions, I know this is the slave arc we're getting into now. It has been quite a while since I finished Season 1, so I am excited to get back into it. I am wondering if we've got a time skip here, how long the time skip will be. You know, even if it's like a 5-year time skip or a 1-year time skip, what difference will that make for Finn? Because a 5-year time skip, that's huge actually, because he's like 16 now. That'll be up to like 21. That's quite a long time. So I am excited to jump into this. Before we do, be sure to check out the Patreon page. Over there you can find a week early access, so you can get the next episode right now. You can also find polls so you can vote for what's next, and a full-length version of this so you can sync up your own footage and watch along with me. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Oh, we do have the motorbikes. Have they kept them and just put Mappa on them instead? Okay, nice. Oh yeah, of course, new opening. Okay, bit more somber. That looked like maybe an older Finn there. Ooh, still a bit of anger in the eye and the dropped blade, yeah. Release my soul, I need to see the world, oh yeah. A crown of blood. Is that Canute? With a scar still. Oh, and a beard. Oh, he looks so much older there. He doesn't he doesn't look as gender ambiguous there, does he? Yeah, different types of engraving. Engraving on the land, engraving in your body. Just different ways you can make markings. Engrave your warmth. Okay. Then we got this guy with the kind of reddish hair who was in the OP. How do you pronounce that? Einir? E-I-N-E-R. Okay, dreaming of battle. You don't want to be dreaming of battle if you've got a peaceful life here, which is like maybe he has. Oh yeah, the music as well. That's one thing I really loved in Season 1. Missed that. No dad, no father to protect here. Oh, okay. Fine, recovered. What happened here? Is this, you know, because of something that Askeladd has done or someone we know has done, and they've had to rebuild? That was some of the best of Season 1, seeing how their acts impacted everyone. There's still lots to be appreciative of, yeah. I don't know, I just feel like I'm waiting for it to cut to death and destruction. There we go. Yeah. Classic. The Vikings coming in. Is he gonna feel awful not being able to protect them, the village? Okay, at least he has his axe, he has a weapon. I don't know, you don't want to split up, lose sight. Ah, yeah, okay, been seen. Mum's just going to say, keep going, and he's going to get survivor's guilt, isn't he? Oh, 3 flowers there. Are we going to see 1 red flower? Or 2, depending on who survives. Einar, okay. Just like, are we going to see Askeladd here, or Thorfinn, who's part of this group doing this? All consequence of them. Yeah. Is she going to distract them somehow? It would have been worth it, yeah. And he could start again. They're already used to starting again. The hope of starting again, that's really nice. Rather than trying to fight and get killed, then you can't protect your sister, can't protect Rota. Yeah, I was worried they'd say that as soon as they saw her. Oh, yeah, she can fight back. It's not just him. Ah, yeah, okay. It's just Aina surviving. Sell the kid. He's the slave as well. Although it's not exactly the same, I am feeling kind of the Thorfinn parallels. All this hatred in him. Oh yeah, how it's gone all hand drawn. That's really cool. I mean, it's all hand drawn, isn't it? But that art style there is cool. They're kind of more free ink. Fir tree standing on barren land. So is a man. Oh god, that's way too quick. Something about a fir tree standing on its own. So about independence, maybe. I'll have to go back and read that. Throw her overboard. I guess save on resources for the other people on the boat. Wow, yeah. Brutal, ruthless, of course. What use is she as a slave if she's in that condition? Yeah. It's just a loss of profit and value for them. Consumed by the sea. That was a cool visual. Oh, there it is. This song. I have to live so we can start again for Mum's sake. Oh, chills all over. I really love that song, that tune. It's always paired with such great imagery of the countryside. Even if there are awful things happening, there's beauty in nature and in the song. Oh, just sneak off? That seemed too easy to do. Nah, they'll be hunting him down, won't they? I mean, he has no goods, no materials. What's he gonna do? Okay. He got further than I thought. I thought he'd run a few steps and then get chased down. There we go. Okay. Yeah, just makes everything worse. Gotta make an example of him. I will live. Yeah. Gotta live for Mum's sake. I'm wondering if we'll see Thorfinn here as well.
奴らの言う通りだ。闇雲に逃げたって道中のあてもね。
Yeah, they know they've got nowhere to go, so they don't even like chain them up, let them run if they want.
いやー、あんた本当についてるね。ちょうど大量入荷したとこだよ。ほら、あいつ。
Is that Leaf? Looking for Thorfinn? His head looked far too wide at the start, but I think it is. Okay. It's not him, but he's looking. How long has it been? How long has he been looking? For a moment, it looked like his head was really oval, and you know, sometimes you get characters in here who have weird proportions that are a bit more cartoony. I thought it was someone like that at first. Yeah, they're just taking him to the best stock, maybe. Okay, so he is near, and Leaf is near to find him. Showing him compassion, treating him as a person for once in a while.
ああやって身内を探して訪ね歩いているのか。
If Aina does run into Thorfinn, he can pass on the message.
まずはわしの農場を見ておけ。
Ooh, okay. This feels very Vinland, like the imagery of like the big fields of corn or wheat that's there. That's kind of how we see it shown. Oh, it's just like home. I'm pretty sure one of the opening shots of season 1, maybe the opening shot, was of wheat like that.
それでもまだ負けちゃいないってのか。
Is it if you've still got life, you're still winning, you can turn it around, just like Mum said.
いい主人に飼われて真面目に一生懸命使える。
How kind of a master is he?
そんな風に思い始めていた。トロフィン。
Recognize the name from Leaf? So you remembered that. Much older, yeah. Probably is around a 5-year time skip then. Oh, let's hear the ED as well, actually. In English, my hopes are gone. Very somber, this one. Kind of, it's going to be a bit more depressing season. Not that season 1 was super happy anyway. Oh, seeing his younger self, reflecting all of that, of course. Just regretting everything. Is that it? Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Aina and Thorfinn together. Is Thorfinn finally going to actually have a friend? Ooh. There's no freedom without love. Okay. The without love is important there. Okay, so that was episode 1 of season 2. Big focus on Ainir or Ainir. Not 100% if it's A or I, how to pronounce it yet. But big focus on him this episode. You know, it's always one of the episodes that I really loved in season 1 were the episodes where we focused on characters outside of the main characters and seeing how their actions impacted everyone. So it was cool to see here. I do wonder if everything happening there, if there will eventually be some ties, you know, it could be a situation where Ainir and Thorfinn become friends and then later on we find out he was somehow involved in that. I'm not sure there because that seemed quite recent and Thorfinn was like already a slave when that was all happening, but there could be some kind of ties in there somehow. Yeah, we didn't see much of Thorfinn, only the tease right at the end and then a little bit of Leif Erikson here being teased as well and him looking for Thorfinn. So hopefully Aina can relay the message to Thorfinn now and give Thorfinn some hope. That would be something really cool to see. And one thing I'm thinking here is just, we're getting this slave arc, and we're seeing how kind of dedicated Aina is. I'm wondering if the kind of theme around this will be you can be enslaved, but in your mind you are still free, because he was being whipped there and he was still really determined. And I'm wondering if that might be one of the big themes here that would be really nice, of being, you can still be enslaved, but mentally you are still choosing to fight, and you're still resisting and still kind of fighting on, and not kind of just going along with it and losing all hope. You still have some hope that you will come out of this and you will be able to rebuild, just like his mother said at the start. I think that could be some really kind of strong themes and strong messages to still hold on to hope in this desperate situation. And then from the sounds of it, we had a bit of voiceover work from Einar here, which it sounded like is him looking back on what's happening here. So the voiceover, this is all past tense. And from what it sounded like, they said, find a nice master and they will look after you and be good to you. And at first, it seems like the guy is quite nice here, but the way he was saying it in the monologue, in the voiceover, sounds like maybe that doesn't last. So maybe at the start they come in, welcome you and act like they're going to be kind, but once you're there for a while and you really get to know the proper situation, it isn't as good, isn't as nice, I feel like maybe that could be the case. Try and ease them into it, give them a sense of security, and then eventually get them to work and start punishing them and not feeding them well. And there's all of everything that goes along with that, obviously. Looking forward to the next episode to see a bit more of Thorfinn. Maybe learn exactly how long it's been, but I feel like 5 years does sound about right, just looking at Thorfinn's design. And of course there's some other stuff we've seen in the OP and the ED. Canute is there. Canute's looking a lot older, got some facial hair too. I wonder when Canute will come into this season, because if he is there, I imagine he will play a part in this season, but that must be later on, quite a bit later on, because they're going to have to either escape here or like kill the master and take over or do something here, right? And I am quite looking forward to maybe seeing their friendship blossom, seeing what the relationship between Einar and Thorfinn is like. I imagine Thorfinn, he seems quite kind of empty and done here, so maybe Einar can give him some hope. That would be really nice to see. And I'm imagining Thorfinn won't like him at first, and then they'll get closer, and then they'll become like best friends, maybe. It does seem like a friendship from what I've seen, from what little I've seen of the OP and ED, so that is something I'll be interested to see, just to see how much Thorfinn has grown and changed. He's obviously grown past his hatred, but now he's just left empty with nothing. And has he just been wallowing in those sorrows? Has he just been wallowing in those sorrows this entire time and just being put to work? Like, what kind of situation is Thorfinn in mentally at this point? I want to know. Has he grown? Like, he's grown away from his anger, but has he grown at any point since that, Or is he just all consumed by this sadness of not being able to do what he wanted to do and realizing he was a failure? So that will be really interesting as well. And then, as I said, I do see quite a few parallels between Einar and Thorfinn, and that could be quite good to have two characters with a very similar backstory who have two opposing worldviews. Always a good way to kind of counterbalance these characters. It's not exactly the same, because Einar, he never really saw or was able to like get revenge or look for revenge in the same way Thorfinn was. we'd already lost the dad in like a previous pillage, and then they rebuilt, and then we lost the sister and the mum, and then he's just shipped off. So he's kind of disconnected from the people that did that to him, unlike with Thorfinn, where Thorfinn, you know, he stuck along with Askeladd for all of that time, didn't he? And I think although Askeladd is gone here, we're still seeing him in the OP, we're still seeing him in the ED. He will, like, his presence will be felt here. He will still be playing a part in this story. I imagine we might actually even see him as kind of like a figment of Thorfinn's imagination, either teasing him or being there to encourage him, you know, whatever Thorfinn's headspace is at this point, you know. So yeah, I'm really interested to see where the rest of this season goes, and I have heard that it is a phenomenal season. I'm pretty sure it won Anime of the Year at the Anime Awards, and I've just heard really good things about this, even more than season 1, which is really exciting. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you really love it, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all the future episodes. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.